and welcome. This is Crown Chat, and I am so glad that you are here. I'm Nichelle Miller, your host for tonight's event, and I am also your Pure International Elite Ms. Heartland USA. So, getting ready to head to internationals in just a couple of months. But in the meantime, I get to share some of my amazing friends with you. And tonight, I have one of the most amazing queens ever. So, I hope that you enjoyed tonight's show. Part of pageantry is having a platform where you're able to make an impact on the community and the world around you. And my platform is about the power to dream. And I am all about helping women and girls reach their goals and aspirations, no matter their circumstances or resources. And Crown Chat allows me to do that by bringing these amazing women on to talk to you and share their journeys. So hopefully you'll find something that inspires you, encourages you, entertains you. And let's sit back and relax and meet tonight's guests. I'm going to pull them in. I have two guests for you tonight, you guys. Are you ready? Let's see here. Hello, Queen.
Hello.
We have a queen and a queen mom. Please introduce yourselves to everyone at home.
Yeah, my name is Jessie, and I am mom, and this is
Honoruka, your Pure International Little Miss USA.
You are amazing. Thank you for being on, both of you. I have to tell you guys, you are my first ever mother-daughter duo and my youngest guest. So thank you. Kudos to you. I couldn't think of a better group to do this. This is awesome. So thank you, ladies, for hopping on. This is a unique opportunity to not only share Pure and to talk about Little Miss USA, but to get a mom's perspective of pageantry. So are y'all ready?
We're ready.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. I first met you two back in October at a Pure pageant, actually. And our Little Miss USA here had just won her national title and was actually doing like everything. She was hostessing, she performed, you actually danced for us. And was that dance one that you had just done at nationals the year before?
Yes.
Yes. Are you going to do that again this year?
I am going to do it this year.
Yes, again this year.
So excited. So excited. So how old are you for people that are not aware?
I'm 8.
She's 8 years old. She is a national queen. She is heading to internationals. And I think she does more in the community than many adults that I've seen. She's so busy. You do donuts, like you deliver donuts to people, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Do you remember why we took them? We took them where?
To the police station because it was Police Officer Appreciation Week.
Awesome.
Like nice things for people if it's like a celebration for them or something.
You're a little rock star. I should even say little rock star. She's a big rock star. And then you also have, I'm going to let mom probably talk more about this because I don't want to mess it up. But we did the Bloomington, the B-Town Love event. And so you have like a P.O. box that you check and deliver things from?
Yes, that was actually her first ever platform. So when we first got started in pageants, I knew nothing because pageants are not mom's thing, like anywhere near. So after she kind of did our first one, we were looking, okay, like what do you have to do? Because she really liked it. So I was like, all right, how can we support this? What do we need to do? And of course, talking about having a platform was really important. We were really trying to find something that meant something to her. I feel like sometimes when they're so young, it's easy to just pick something, but we really wanted something that she enjoyed and wanted to get into. And so as I was thinking about that, she actually overheard a conversation about her great uncle who was in a nursing home, and he was experiencing some depression because he didn't really have any immediate family. And she overheard that and asked questions, which I thought was great. And so we kind of explained it to her in, at that time, 6-year-old terms. And she said, well, can we send him a card? Or like, can I draw him a picture? And I said, that's a great idea. So she did that. And I think maybe after a couple weeks, she said, Mommy, all the people that live with him, do they get sad too? And I was like, well, yeah, like a lot of times, people that live with him also get sad. So she said, well, I want to make cards for them too. And she started making cards, but it was a lot, right? To make sure there were enough for everyone. So she started asking her friends to help, and I thought this might be a great thing for her as a platform because she really cares about it, and there's a much greater need than she and her friends could do. So I said, well, let's open a PO box. And so we did that, and then we had some drop-off locations in town. So we hold an event every year on like right before Valentine's Day, and let the community come in and like make Valentine's Day cards. But they can also send birthday cards or just thinking of you cards or encouragement all year round to that PO box. And what we've done is we've taken those to like the social workers within the nursing homes, and we say these cards are for you to use if you have a resident that is down or doesn't get any birthday visitors, or pull from that and like brighten their day. And so that's what we've done. And we actually I was tallying it up for her as we're getting ready to go into internationals. And since she started it in, I think it was 2021, the fall of 2021, we've actually collected and distributed 678 cards to seniors, like all over the county and outside our county. So we even got a couple letters to her PO box that were from family members out of state that thanked us for having that program because their loved ones were actually, pretty down that they didn't have anyone coming, and just talking about what a difference it's made and how excited they are when they call that loved one and they, tell them about something they got from Telegrand.
I love that. I love that. And it's such a neat program. And it's so neat that you're very involved with her pageant journey. So how did you, 8 years old, so back when she was 6, this kind of began, but how did she even get into pageants, Mom? Since you said you're not a pageant girl.
Right. Well, we had, so she has younger siblings and they were really close, the younger two. So we kind of noticed that she was recognizing that she wasn't quite getting as much attention just because they were younger and they required more attention at that time. And so we decided, let's find something, that's just for her, that's her thing that she enjoys. And we just happened to try that first, and she just fell in love with it. She really enjoyed it.
I love it. That's awesome. So what would your advice be? As a mom, pageants get, you've probably seen some good, bad, ugly, or even toddlers and tiaras. Pageants get a bad rap. So what would be your tip or advice to someone that's like, I don't know about that for my kiddo? What would you suggest?
I would say, if pageants are something that you want your kiddo to try and it's not something that necessarily you've ever been interested in, is just kind of get the information that you can about the different pageants and see which one seems like it would fit. And if you try one and it doesn't necessarily fit, try another one. Because that's kind of where we were. The first system that we tried was a great system, but it was a little more like industry driven. So like if it's your dream to be in, modeling or, some kind of an industry role, then that's great, for your kiddos if that's what their goal is. But for Anaruka, that wasn't really her goal. She just kind of wanted something on her own and to be able to make friends and, kind of do stuff within the community. So I would say find out all the information, see if it's a good fit. And if it's not, I guess don't give up, try another system that might fit better.
Yeah. Great advice. Oh, we have another question. Since your daughter is a national queen, will you consider doing it?
I don't know. I don't think so. She has definitely pushed like, hey mom, like you should do it too. But I will say little sister is like taking this on as her like absolute, I don't know. She is for sure following in sister's footsteps. So to be fair, pageantry is very much like a travel sport, so it's not cheap. So I think if we have two interested, mom might be set to the side for a while. So, but yes, she's definitely, look at the side eye that I'm getting. She's definitely been pushing for that. Not me. Mm-hmm.
Anurika, do you think mom's ready to hit the stage as a pageant queen? Is she ready to do it?
Well, I don't know.
You would cheer her on, wouldn't you?
I would love that.
You heard it here. She would love that, Mom. She would love it. Okay, Queen. So back to you. We've talked to Mom enough. We'll go talk to you for a while. What has been your favorite appearance or event that you've done so far? I mean, you do a lot. You're a very busy young lady.
Well, pretty much like all of it, but well, I don't really know if I have a favorite. I think I just like them all.
That's fair. That's
We just
fair.
like out there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love it. So, what do you think about your sister wanting to do pageants as well? Are you excited about that, or do you want it to be just you?
I think I share the opportunity for her to do a pageant and win too.
Yeah.
I love it.
She's
Do you guys hear this? She's like the
I'm ready.
sweetest heart. I love it. I love it. What grade are you in, Queen?
Second?
Second grade? So
We just
one of our
did it.
watchers, one of our viewers says, what do your friends think about you being a queen?
I don't even know if they know that I'm a queen. Do they?
You don't wear your crown to school every day?
Well, I mean, I don't really go to school because I'm homeschooled.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair.
I think the cool thing is, like, her friends have seen pictures of her in things like the parades or, different events that she's done. But I love that they still just see her as a friend. That it's not just, right? It's not all about the crown.
No.
Yeah.
I love it. And I have to brag on her a minute. First of all, she's my sister queen, so I adore her. But she is the sweetest, most humble kid. I mean, all of your kiddos are. They're just the most loving. Like, how can we serve people? And that's total kudos to you and Dad and Grandma, who's always at events, because they're being raised somewhere. They're learning this, and it has to be home. So shout out to you. Amazing. We need to get you involved in raising like more of the world, but that's another conversation. So Queen Anurika, what is coming up for you? I mean, I know you have internationals in July. What else do you have between now and then? Do you have anything big planned?
We've got a parade, right? We also have, she's squinting because we do have a lot of videos that we're about to release on her channel. So one thing that she does is a YouTube channel that kind of helps other kids her age see that there are places in the community that they could help. And so what she does is goes in and interviews those organizations or individuals, and ask questions about it, and then allows them to give her examples of ways someone her age could help. And she's squinting because we've recorded a few, but her editor is behind, and by editor I mean me.
You're gonna get fired, Mom. You're gonna get fired as editor.
You wanna fire me?
No, because you're the only person that can do my videos.
So, Anurika, I have to ask you, because when I saw you at the, we were doing the cards for the B-Town Spread Love event, and you were taking the best pictures, and she was like staging things and taking great pictures for her social media profile. Who taught you how to do that?
I don't know. I think I just may have taught myself somehow.
You do good stuff. I mean, she was I was like, oh, that is a good picture. Put your crown in front of the books and do this. And she's like zooming in and out, and so impressive. So for someone that's young, I mean, you're doing your videos and all of that. How can someone get involved if someone thinks they're too little to help out or too little to do anything? What's something that they could do just to start trying to help out in the community?
I don't think you really know the answer to the question.
So what do you think? What would you tell if you had another friend that said, hey, I want to help my community? What are some ways you would tell them they could help? Like, what are some of the first things that you did to help people in our community?
They could like make cards.
They could. Mm-hmm. What about some places that we volunteered, right? Because there are some places you can volunteer. Yeah, what are those places?
Well, the place I really know of is the Pageantry, and then I don't know.
The Hannah House, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which is Hannah House is a crisis pregnancy center. So we've definitely helped there before, kind of pack the bags that they give to new moms, and kind of sort clothes, right? So there's always something that somebody your age can do, even if it's not a big thing, right?
That's awesome. That's awesome. Why do you think it's important for not only adults, but young people like you to volunteer and to help out? Why is it important?
Well, because I think that anyone can do it no matter what age they are, plus more people help out in the community.
Yeah. Yeah. More people helping makes it easier, right? Helps us to make a big difference. So, what do you like? And this can be for both of you. What do you like about Pure International?
Well, I just think that I really like making friends.
Like making the friends.
Yeah. I made a lot of friends in my life and in pageants.
Yeah, we like the friends. I would say for a mom, what I like most about Pure, and granted, we haven't been in a ton of pageant systems, but like the experience that we had prior to, I remember us being like in the dressing room and just like how kind of closed off everyone was because the goal was like, I want to win the crown, right? And even, I think even in talking about the kind of the platforms, it was really more like who can outdo the other person. And so I really loved when we came to Pure, how it was more like a family and everybody was there for everyone else. So last year at nationals, this is my favorite thing. It was like one big dressing room, right? And everybody's getting ready. And we had this like dress emergency with, I think it was like the Miss category or like the teens maybe, where like water spilled on like a velvet dress. So like she couldn't go out on, stage in her formal gown. And literally one of the girls in another age division that was about the same size said, here, wear my dress. So like she literally wore someone else's dress onto the stage. But every time something, went amiss, like someone's shoe fell apart or they forgot their Spanx or they forgot their, undershirt, like everybody was digging in their bag to see, if they had something to help the other person out. And like the other experience we had, if something went wrong, kind of everybody was like, don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact. Right?
Not my problem. Not my problem.
Makes my chances better.
Oh gosh.
So that's one thing we really appreciate about Pure.
Yeah. I love that point that you make, that everybody just pitches in, just in the brief time that I've been a part of the system. Anytime, someone's like posting that they need something or what, and everybody's like, shoo, it's like this vulture of mama bears and sisters and friends that are like coming in to help to make sure that everybody's okay. And that's such a refreshing experience if you've been in other systems where it's not that way. So
even in the volunteer and like the platforms as well, right? Like when she had her card making event, like people just came that were part of Pure, and it wasn't their platform, and it wasn't, but they still came to support that. And how we try to, if there are other people that are doing something, if we can make it to support them, we'll do that, or we'll share whatever they're doing, because we do have some friends that are pretty far away in like Texas, and we can't really do anything local, but we try to share their stuff and, hook into people that are local to help them out too.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay, Miss Onurika. So July is coming. We're heading to Florida. What are you most looking forward to?
Think I'm pretty sure it'll be Disney World.
That's what I'm excited about too. Really excited. So, who's your favorite Disney princess?
Tiana.
Oh, Princess Tiana. Who's your next favorite?
Ariel.
Okay, you're not saying Cinderella. I want you to say.
No, I maybe Cinderella as my second one.
I'm kidding. No, I love it. I love it. Okay, we can do Tiana and Ariel. I like those as well. Perfect. Do you already have your dress, your formal dress for internationals?
Yes.
Yes. Are you excited about it?
Yeah.
Okay. I won't ask you anything else about it, so I'll be surprised. Okay. Do you already have your costume ready?
It's almost ready. We got some more tweaks to make to it, but the main thing is ready, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Now, are you guys flying down or are you driving?
You're driving.
Definitely driving.
Definitely driving because you have so many things.
We also have so many people.
Also,
Brother, sister, and mama.
so expensive just to fly, literally.
My practical 8-year-old right there.
I love it. I love it. My kids would be like, no, put me on a plane. It's too long. I love it. So practical. Okay. So when we get there, what's the first thing you're going to do?
I have no idea.
Probably take a nap.
I'm gonna do everything.
Probably take a nap after all that driving. Now, are you going to help drive? Anurika, are you driving?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I don't have a driver's license. Also, I like taking naps in the car every once in a while.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm a car napper. I'm a definite passenger princess, so I can take naps in the car.
Normally, I nap 2 hours or one, and then maybe I sleep like 10 minutes or something.
You have it all figured out. Okay, so you came to polar plunge. I have to go back to that because mom plunged for you because you were too young to plunge, even though you wanted to. Did you nap in the car on the way to polar plunge?
No.
You definitely did.
I don't remember that.
It was like really early. Remember we got up at like 5 in the morning? 6 in the morning to get there on time?
Something like that. Although I wish it wasn't freezing.
I also wished it wasn't freezing.
I wish the water wasn't freezing. That was.
I really wish I could take your place out when you don't have to get so cold in the water. Literally. Like, I want to take your place.
We got a few years yet.
That's okay. We'll wait. We'll wait for you to get there. You're doing it, sister. Awesome. Awesome. Do you think it's hard to be, because you're a big sister and a queen, is it hard to do both of those things?
I don't know. Not really, but maybe sometimes it is.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Is it harder to be a big sister to another sister or to brother? Who's easier?
Definitely a sister. Definitely a sister.
I love it. I love it. You guys have to see you have to follow her channel and her page because they're all so cute and they're all so busy. And yeah, I could see where it would be easier to be a big sister.
By the way, little sister asked today as we were getting things ready because we had to rearrange a little bit when her show was going to
I better get it scheduled or she will tell me about it when I see her.
Definitely could be a sister better because EK is like really, 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 really difficult sometimes.
You can't be difficult.
Yeah, that's just boys. That's just what boys do. So, do you have any cats and dogs, or fish, or birds?
Definitely not. That is not interested in that.
Oh,
No pets. That is not a pet person.
But I'm gonna get when I'm older. I can
what
tell
are you
you.
gonna get? What kind of pet are you gonna get?
I don't know, maybe a dog and a cat. I'm probably gonna start with a cat because I've actually never took care of a pet, and I think one pet will be good to start with. Maybe.
Very smart. You're so practical at 8. I mean, it's so practical. Okay, so you do queen things, you're doing school, you're a big sister. What do you like to do for fun?
Let's just say a lot of things, but let's see. Well, I think my most favorite thing would have been going somewhere to play or something. Like going all together somewhere like fun or something like I don't really know what, but oh yeah, the park has splash pad and other like spring pads and stuff. Yeah, about that stuff.
You like outside stuff, don't you?
Yeah, like today we stayed out like 2 hours or something.
Mm-hmm.
Outside. Yeah, I'm an indoor girl, so okay, that's cool. There's
Yeah, we were literally silty when we came inside. I talk about silty. Like really silty.
You are a riot. Okay, what is your favorite color?
I have a lot of favorite colors, but my most favorite color is yellow.
Oh, would your dress for internationals maybe be yellow?
No, it's one of my favorite colors.
Okay, don't tell us. Don't tell us. Okay. What would you tell someone who wanted to come watch you in Florida? Like, what would you tell them to pack? They need to make sure they bring with them.
Well, it's not really my decision, but I think I just tell them to pack anything they need because I
There
never
you
know
go.
what they needed to pack.
Pack anything you need. I like it. I like it. I always forget the things I need, so that's really smart. Pack what you need. What is your favorite food?
Well, let's say that let's just go with spaghetti for now because I like lots of food. So I'm just gonna say we're just gonna start out with spaghetti.
Okay. Spaghetti is a good one. Do you eat your vegetables?
Yes.
Ah, you're good. Do you eat Brussels sprouts?
I do not like Brussels sprouts. Literally, they are my least favorite thing.
I don't like them either. Don't like them. Do you like broccoli?
Not really. Yeah, no.
Do you like green beans?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we could go to dinner now because those are the things I like. I like green beans. I don't like broccoli really, and I don't really like Brussels sprouts. Okay, cool. Do you like corn on the cob?
Yes, definitely yes.
Because you live in Indiana. Me too. Me too. Okay. Someone wants to know, what is your favorite Disney movie?
Oh, wow, that's a really hard one. Yeah, let's see. Ariel?
Oh, Little Mermaid. Are you going to go see the new Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes
I think it comes out Friday. Is that right?
out Friday.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Would you rather be a minion or one of the 7 dwarfs for Snow White?
Yeah, maybe neither of those. Maybe neither of
Neither of those.
those. I'm into that kind of stuff.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Okay. So you have a parade coming up. Oh, is that the parade I'm going to also? So we have a parade together? I'm so excited. I feel like I haven't seen you in a million years. Okay.
A billion.
A billion. Yeah. A billion years. It's been a
Well,
while.
I feel like I haven't seen you in like 12 months, like literally. I don't think 1,000 years or something, but maybe like a couple months or so.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute, but that's good. I'll get to see you then. I hope to see you before then, but I'll definitely see you then. Okay, cool. When you compete on stage, do you wear high heels or do you wear flat shoes?
Well, last time I wore heels, but not like really high heels. I normally just wear I normally wear heels that are like about like maybe this tiny because I don't really like the big ones because they're kind of a little bit much for me. So
Me
I
too.
just like a little bit of heel is good for me, but I mean
At this point, it depends on how much she grows between now and July. We might be in ballet slippers if we keep
because yeah, she's had a major growth spurt, right?
really
Yes.
ballet slippers.
Oh my God, sparkly.
If you don't eat your vegetables, you may not grow, so don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Really, I'm so embarrassed. Ballet slippers.
You won't be in ballet slippers. You'll be fine. You'll be totally fine. Okay, let me see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything here. Okay. So, Mom, for people that are heading to internationals for the first time, like me, what is your advice to us new timers, new first timers?
I think the thing that helped me the most was I created this spreadsheet that like had the schedule in it, but it also had like what outfit and what items she needed for each of those items. And that really helped me kind of organize things and make sure I had enough time in between things, especially if we were like changing her hair or something like that. So just kind of mapping out the different things that she's competing in, the different events and outfits that she needed. That was most helpful for me, for sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome advice. Yeah, I'm a list maker, and I usually pack with baggies, so I have like earrings to this outfit and this, everything's all linked up. Okay. Queen Eureka, for nationals and well now internationals, do you enjoy like getting your hair and stuff all done, or do you just want to hurry and get on stage?
Well, I really hate when I have to get it combed. Like literally, I wish I could do it myself. I just really don't like it when I have to go brush it through, condition it, and do that, and do all that, and then like literally braid it. And I was like, no. I just want to like. I wish there was no such thing as doing your hair. Literally, you still couldn't do it. I also wish I was born with straight hair because then I could actually do it all by myself. Literally.
As a curly girl, I understand. I understand your pain. It's a lot of work. It's a lot. And yeah, we don't comb through ours. It doesn't work here. Unless it's wet and it's conditioned, then I do. Okay.
Well, I straightened my hair one day, and then after that, I actually did my hair by myself because it was still a little bit straightened after we de-straightened it. Well, get it kind of wet because it's gonna come back up after you get it wet if you straighten it.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. When you straighten it, does yours stay straight for a long time?
Not until we get it wet.
Really, it kind of gradually starts to. We blew it out, and then literally the next day it rained, and we got to Walmart, and there was a downpour. And what did you do to make sure your hair didn't get wet?
Well, first of all, we got out of the car. I didn't know it was. I just remember. After I got out of the car, it was like really rainy, and I was like, "Oh no, why didn't we think about doing my hair or something?" And then I had to like literally run inside. Then after we came back out, I literally put a bag over my hair to not get it wet.
They had a Walmart bag over
Oh my goodness. Did it keep it dry?
It did. It all fit in there. And she looked like a cone head with a Walmart bag on, but I got the job.
Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever done a Walmart bag for a shower cap. That's a pageant tip, girl. You can sell those to people and tell them it's a pageant tip. I love it. I love it. What is your favorite part of competition? So we have interview, we have formal wear, we have costume. What's your favorite?
I honestly have no idea.
No idea. You just love it all because you're just a rock star. I love it.
Well, I don't know. I think what I like most is the thing where you have to wear this like the big gown and then you walk on stage like slower than you normally do.
Formal wear.
Formal?
Yeah.
Also, I'm excited now, because I really wanted to keep it a surprise.
Okay, don't tell me. Don't tell me what it is.
I'm not going to tell you.
I'm sorry. I'm asking too many questions about that. Do you find that it's hard to walk slower during that?
Yeah, because normally I walk normal speed and then sometimes I walk too slow. Like literally, I'm walking like slow.
I get excited and I'm just like, go.
It's just hard to walk slower than you.
It is hard to walk slow because we're always in such a hurry.
Like not like too fast, not too slow, but somewhere in between that, maybe.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Do you love telling jokes?
Yes.
Do you have a cool joke you can tell me today?
Oh yeah, I do. So, what do you call a wiener dog that's hot?
I don't know.
A hot dog.
Oh my. Oh my. I heard one today, but it was kind of bad. And it was, what do you call a dog with only 2 legs?
What?
It doesn't matter because he's not going to come anyway. Isn't that horrible? Because he can't get there fast. He's only got 2 legs. He's not coming. I know. It's bad. It's bad. Someone told me that today. Okay. Anyway. Talked about your favorite color. We talked about what you do for fun. Let's see. Oh, what's your favorite snack?
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a hard one. I do a favorite snack. Well, I have a lot of favorites, but my 2 most favorites would be fruit snacks and fruit bars.
Ooh.
So I'm pretty much into the fruit.
Is there a fruit that you don't like?
I don't like melon.
Oh.
I hate melon.
You like watermelon, right?
Yeah, I like watermelon, but not melon. Like, the plain orange melon. Like, I just
Cantaloupe.
don't. Yeah, I don't like that. Literally, I can't stand it.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't like any of the melons really, so.
It tastes weird.
Yeah. I don't. Ugh. And it's weird. It's like, I don't know. It's like not mushy, but it's
kind of like I would say a bitter taste, but somewhere between that, kind of maybe or something.
It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. Okay. So for Christmas, you baked amazing sugar cookies. Did you bake those all by yourself? Were they sugar cookies?
I don't remember actually.
Those were our Christmas surprise cookies. That's what they were.
My husband ate them. I didn't get one at all, but he said they were really good.
They are really good. They have chocolate chips, white chocolate chips, and sprinkles in them.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. We made 86 of those bad boys before that Christmas party.
86.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't remember 86. 86, really. I don't remember us making 86.
Well, that's only because you ate some of them.
Oh.
How many did I ever even eat?
I'm not sure. You and brother and sister made a dent in those.
You probably ate 84, and then you only brought 2.
84.
And then my husband ate them.
I would not eat 84. I only eat somewhere between 1 and 2.
Are you going to be baking any goodies for internationals?
Well, I really want to.
Oh.
You will. Probably.
Okay.
Plus, I am going to be a baker when I grow up.
Oh. Interesting.
I will say that is one thing that we do whenever we travel to internationals. We bring a crock pot and like a panini press, and we make food in
A panini?
Yeah.
What's
That
a
is so smart.
It's like the grill thing we use. We do a lot of like hot ham and cheese or quesadillas.
I don't understand why it's
We
called
do soups and roasts in there. We just bring a little bit and then buy some groceries and
It's almost like you're saying portellini.
Panini. That is really smart because eating out can add up. So smart, even though it's portellini.
Like you're saying portellini.
She's getting goofy. Okay, Enrica, what is your normal bedtime? Do you have a bedtime?
Wait, bed what?
What time do you go to bed?
Oh, let's see. I definitely go to bed somewhere at 7.
7:30.
Ah.
Yeah, and then
Can you tell we're approaching?
That's why the giggles. I was like, what time's bedtime? Okay, got it. Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss any questions. Mom, you are really involved in her pageant journey. Has that been hard for you? I mean, you did the polar plunge. Like most parents would not jump in freezing cold water to support their kiddo, but has that been a challenge for you?
I don't think it's been a challenge for me, but I think that it's caused me to really like, I guess, take inventory of like what we're teaching and how we approach things with our kiddos. I know, like, especially when she started the YouTube page, where we were interviewing organizations, like a lot of times the organizations in the community that need help the most provide assistance for people that are in situations that are not easy topics to bring up with kids. So that has been really good for me. I think just realizing that, you can talk about those things with your kid in an age appropriate way, and that even though you would hope your kid never needs those services, that if they encounter someone or a friend that does, then it's not I guess it's not, they don't approach it with kind of this uncomfortableness. It's just like, oh, like you've got this going on. I know exactly where you need to go to get help. And it's not really stigmatized, I guess. It's not an untouchable thing, right? It's, oh, I know that this happens and this is the resource that you need. So I think that's been really good for me, I guess, to think about how we're involved in, making sure that my kids know that it's important. So
Yeah, that's a great point. And I think so many times as parents, we walk that tightrope of do we tell them or do we not? And so, like you're mentioning, making sure it's an age appropriate conversation and sharing is so important because if we don't, the world will. So,
right. And I think it saves them, from being uncomfortable and choosing not to help someone when they have the ability, right? Like if nothing else, to direct them to a place where they can get resources, if it's not a resource that she has herself, like I know exactly who you need to talk to, for them to help you. So yeah, so that's been, I think, a really good thing for us in all of it.
I love it. What have you seen from her as far as growth? I mean, in addition to just growing like a little weed, but just from personal growth.
Yeah, I think she's definitely grown some confidence with that. I think it's also really helped to understand, how our feelings hit us and that other people have those feelings. And one thing I was actually thinking the other night is when she was at nationals last year, like I think I was more nervous than she was, right? Like when she was up there and they were about to announce her crowning because, as an adult, like we have big feelings and we know how to process through them and we know what's appropriate and we know that however we respond, someone else sees that and it could cause, feelings to them. And so for a 6 or 7-year-old, if they're not crowned, like all those big feelings are right there and they're up on a stage under all these lights and all these people still trying to learn to like navigate those feelings. Yeah. And so as a mom, when you're sitting there waiting for them to like announce, like, do you want your kiddo to have that? Yeah, because that's a great boost of confidence. But also in that moment, just, I guess preparing yourself to kind of help them through those feelings. And, like that's one thing that we talked about going in is every time might not be your time, and that's okay because everyone else that is up there with you is a friend. And we're so excited for our friends, when they make achievements, even if we're disappointed that we didn't get it right. So I think that one too is something that I guess I've realized with pageantry is, some of those kids, it's really easy to be like, oh, they're such a bad sport, right? Like,
yeah.
But like they're kiddos, they're still learning, right? They're still learning to process that. And so I think that's been an amazing thing for me because there were times when she didn't, like she didn't place, but she had fun. And so that's what's important.
I love it. I love it. Hi, Penny. Oh, Penny is Miss Florida Plus America. She just won her title. She's heading to nationals as well. Everybody's going to nationals and internationals. So exciting. Okay. Well, I can't thank you guys enough for being on, for making history, for being my first mother-daughter duo, for being the youngest queen ever on my show. Are you ready for the final question?
You're ready?
Okay. What do you want to be when you grow up and why?
Okay. Well, I wanted to be I started out as being, I wanted to be a lot of things. Like, I started out with wanting to be a doctor, then an eye doctor, then I had changed my mind about all that, and then I wanted to be a veterinarian, then I did it, and then, it moved on, and I don't really know what I will be, but I can just say I'll, probably. Now, I thought that working like at a place where pets need to find their homes, I thought that was actually a job, and it was just like kind of a place where people volunteer. But I was thinking that I would be a baker, and I could also volunteer for that thing.
I love it. I love it. And why do you want to be a baker? I mean, so that you can eat the cookies or?
Well, not really because I want to eat the cookies, but I will make stuff for myself too. But I also like it because I am also like making stuff for other people if they need something, and I like baking. Really, I like baking.
I love it. I love it. So I've posted like how to follow you on Facebook. What is your YouTube channel name? Or will you share that with us so we can blast it out too?
Yes, you can search it on YouTube under The Source of Impact is the name of the channel.
Okay. Awesome. I can't thank you girls enough for being on here. I'm so excited that, I know everything happens for a reason in a season, but just meeting you two, and you're my family now, and I just love y'all, and I thank you so much for being on. I can't wait to see you in July and hopefully sooner at the parade, and then of course internationals, and I'll be coming over for paninis and cookies. And and all the good stuff. So I thank y'all for being on Eureka. I just love watching you and watching your journey, and I just respect you so much as a young lady and the amazing impact you have on the world. And whether you're a baker or an eye doctor or a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, it's going to be incredible. So thank you for being awesome. Everyone that tuned in at home, thank you so much for tuning in. We don't have a show next week because it's a holiday, but June, I'm looking at my calendar, June 5th, I have an amazing, amazing guest on. So you'll want to make sure to tune in for that one. And in the meantime, never let anyone dull your sparkle because they can't handle your shine. Have a great night, everybody.